Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, in this session we are going to discuss the usage of each, every, all, both, most and some more words over here. We have already discussed the usage of should, must and various other modal verbs, and it's really going to be an important lesson, so just watch carefully. Friends, let's see the usage of the words which I have mentioned over here. First of all, let's take each and every, right? Each and every is followed by singular noun and singular verb, right? Now, where do we use each and every? We use each when we are thinking of each person item individually, right? And every is used when referring to all the members of a group of 3 or more, or we can say a large number, more usual for a large number, right? I have some examples over here. Just read them one by one. Give each child some chocolate cake. Each child, that means each an individual child. Each child should get a piece of cake, right? Or some chocolate cake. You should make notes to help you remember each word separately, one by one, right? Each word one by one. I have been to every country in Europe. Now we can, you know that Europe is a big continent, a very large continent, right? There are so many countries in Europe, right? So I have been to every country in Europe. Not giving a fixed number over here, so every country in Europe. Each employee was given a bonus. To each individual employee, this particular company we are talking about, each employee was given a bonus. Now here, just see more. Last week it rained each day. In this sentence we are using each because the number of days in a week is limited, that is 7, right? That's why we are using each over here. And see the other one. She has read every book in the library. Now there are so many books in the library, you can't even calculate, right? So the number of books, this number is indefinite, right? So you are using every over here. So you can differentiate between the two sentences, each and every. Okay. Every girl in the class went to the party. Every student deserves to receive the best education available in a safe and healthy environment. See here, you don't know the number of students. So we are talking about the students community, right? As a general students community, right? So we are using every over here because the number of students is indefinite. Okay. So every student deserves to receive the best education available in a safe and healthy environment. Now let's see. Every cannot be used for two things. For two things each can be used, right? Apart from that, we do not use a determiner with every and each, right? A determiner, that means the, this, all these are not used. Sometimes it happens that we may use each or every. Okay. Apart from that, we use each of before the object pronoun. Object pronoun, that means the pronouns which are used as object. You, them, her, something like that, right? So we use each of you, each of them, right? Or a noun with a determiner, the, this, my, your. The noun or pronoun is plural over here. Okay. Every but not each can be used with abstract noun. Abstract noun, you must be knowing, that is honesty, beauty. Okay, these are abstract nouns. We'll be taking some examples. As of now, I'm just reading the rules before you, so you just get the basic idea, and you don't have to mark up the things over here, right? We'll be taking good number of sentences, so the things will be cleared in your mind. Okay. If each and every come before the subject, that take a regular verb. Each student sits at a desk. Each student. Now student, it is singular over here, and that's why we are using singular this verb over here, right? Each student sits at a desk. So sits is a singular verb. Similarly, every classroom has a desk in it, right? Classroom, and here we are using has, that is a singular verb, right? Every house is in the town is painted white is again singular verb. Each test contains about 15 questions, again contains, it's a singular verb. right? Now we use every to say how often something happens, every week, every month, every year, every day. We do not say each week, each month, each year, each day, right? We use every week, every month, every year, every day, right? For examples, every summer we have a holiday by the sea. Ravi watches TV for about 2 hours every evening. See, we don't have the number of summers, or we don't have the number of evenings, right? That's why uh, we are using every word over here. I go to gym every day. I can't say I go to gym each day, right? If I'm talking about a particular week, then I can say I went to gym each day of the last week, right? But as a general, if I talk, I'll be using every. I go to gym every day. Okay. Now earlier we talked about singular noun and singular verb. Now, if the next is plural noun, then also the verb will be singular, right? We have examples over here. Each of the classrooms, right? Each of the classrooms. Now, classrooms is plural, but we are using singular verb over here, right? Each of the classrooms, because we are talking about classrooms one by one, right? So each of the classrooms has, just be careful about it, has 20 desks in it. Every house in the street is the same, is, okay? Every country has, singular verb, a national flag. None of my friends plural, but eats, singular verb, right? So none of my friends eats non-vegetarian food. None of the students has done the homework. So you can see has, is, has, eats, has. All of them are singular verb. Okay? Verbs, I'm sorry. Next is all, most, some, none of, these, none of the, none of these, plural noun plus plural verb, or uncountable noun plus singular verb. Right? If plural noun is there, plural verb will be there. If uncountable noun is there, singular verb will be there. Right? Just read the sentences. All of the students are coming to the disco. Right? Students, countable noun. That's why we are using plural verb. All of the students are coming to the disco. Okay? Or here, all of the food, or most of the food, or some of the food, or none of the food. Right? Anyone. Now, food is uncountable noun, right? So we are using is over here. All of the food is expensive. Most of the food is expensive. Some of the food is expensive, or none of the food is expensive, right? So when we are having countable noun, we use are, and when we are having uncountable noun, we use is with all, most, some, and none. Most of the schools in England are free, right? Now schools, countable noun. That's why we are using are. None of the advice was useful. Advice, again, uncountable noun. None of the students have done the homework. Students, again, countable noun. Some of this information is wrong. Information, again, it is uncountable noun. So we are using is over here. Okay? All, most, some exams are difficult. Exams, again, countable noun. Most coffee comes from South America. Coffee, uncountable noun. Okay? See more. All. All fish live in water. But all the fish in this lake are dead, right? All fish, when we are talking about fish in general, and when we are talking about the fish in this particular lake, then we are using the. All the fish in this lake are dead. All water contains oxygen, right? But all the water in this lake is dirty. That means the water of this particular lake, right? But all water contains oxygen. That we are talking about water as a general, right? Water in general. All the plus plural noun plus plural verb plus or we can say uncountable noun plus singular verb. Right? We have already seen the examples. Let's read some more. All the teachers, right? Teachers, the we have used because the teachers of a particular school, right? If in this particular school we are talking about, so all the teachers are helpful, right? Teachers, countable noun, that's why we are using are. All the information, the particular information we are talking about, and information is uncountable, so we are using singular verb, right? All the students in the class pass the exams. Again, students, the we are using because we are talking about a particular class, and uh, all the students in the class passed the exams. There is no need to specify the verb. Okay, then we talk about both. Both of the sisters are good swimmers, or both sisters are good swimmers, right? We use plural verb over here. Both the sentences are correct. Plural verb. Both are married. Both my sisters are married. Last year I went to Mumbai and Delhi. I like both the cities. Both cars are fast, right? Plural verb. Both films were good. Plural verb. Okay. Next, we use both, either, neither to talk about two things, people, groups. We use both with plural noun and plural verb. See, either is can be pronounced as either also, and neither can be pronounced as neither also, right? Both of them are correct. We use either and neither with the singular noun and singular verb because we are talking about one thing, one person, one group of two, right? It's very important when you have to spot the errors when you are going to attempt the questions based on spot the errors. You have to be careful over there, right? You may be asked the questions based on the usage of both either and neither. Okay, I can use either hand to write, my left hand or my right hand. That means I can use both the hands efficiently. Okay, so I can use either hand to write, my left hand or my right hand. I can write with my left hand also. I can write with my right hand also, right? So either car is good for driving in the mountains. When you are having two cars, right? When you are talking about two cars and you are saying that this car or this car, right? Maybe BMW or maybe Mercedes, right? Here they are not good for mountains, or we can take example of say Mahindra XUV and maybe Fortuner, right? So either car is good for driving in the mountains. I want neither magazine, right? There are two magazines maybe lying on the table. You want none of them, right? So I want neither magazine. Okay. Now we can use both, either, neither, of, the, these, those, my, etc. with a plural noun, right? We often use both of plus object pronoun. Again, object pronoun, that is them, your, you, them, etc. Okay. Let's take some examples. Both of my cars are expensive, right? Both of my cars are expensive, right? We are using plural verb over here. Okay, and both we are using with plural noun, right? Cars is plural noun. I can't buy either of the houses, right? Plural noun. Okay, neither of those radios is cheap. Now just be careful. Neither of those radios. See here, the radios is a plural noun, but this verb is singular, right? Neither of those radios is cheap. Both of them are expensive. Neither of us has enough money. Has is singular verb. Us is plural, right? Object pronoun, but it's a plural one. Then we use both X and Y. Both Ravi and Ram are intelligent. I don't play either football or cricket, right? Either or. I don't play either football or cricket. I play neither football nor cricket, right? I don't play either football or cricket, either or, neither nor, right? We use a singular verb. We mean not one has and not the other one has. Okay. See examples. Neither Holland nor Belgium. Now neither nor, but we are using singular verb over here. Has high mountains. Neither teachers nor students want. Now teachers and students. Teachers itself, it's a plural noun, and students plural noun. So we are using plural verb over here, right? Neither teachers nor students want to work in the hot weather. See, Holland and Belgium, both of them are singular noun, right? Holland, Belgium. That's why I'm using has over here. But here teachers and students plural nouns. That's why we are using plural verb over here. Neither of the twins has finished the work, right? Has. We can use both, either, neither, without a noun when the meaning is clear. Would you like tea or orange juice? I'd like tea. I'd like either. I'd like both. Neither, thank you. I'd prefer coffee. Right? You can see. If the meaning is clear, no need to use noun, right? Here we are not using tea or juice. I'd like either. If you are asked a question, would you like tea or orange juice? You can answer, I would like either, if you want any one of them. And if you want both of them, then you can say, I'd like both. Or if you want none of them, then you can use neither, thank you, I'd prefer coffee. You want coffee. Neither tea nor orange juice. Okay. The pairing neither nor plays a negative role in the sentence. Be careful not to use double negative, right? Double negative, I have given example over here. Arun did not find the key neither on nor under the mat, right? That's incorrect because there are double negative. Did not is negative, and apart from neither nor combination. So there are double negative. He did not mention neither the flooring nor the landslide. Again there are double negative. So he mentioned neither the flooring, he did not mention, and he mentioned. See the difference. He mentioned neither the flooding nor the landslide. Right? He did not mention either the flooding or the landslide. Okay? So when you are using did not mention, then you have to use either or either or combination. And when you are using when you are not using did not, then you have to use neither nor combination. Okay. Now friends, let's have some practice. Read the first sentence. Every time I see you, you look so energetic. See, I have already told you we can sometimes use either each or every, right? Each or every. So each or every time I see you, you look so energetic. We can either eat now or after the show. It's up to you, right? Either or. We can either eat now or after the show. It's up to you. There's a TV set in each or every room at the hotel. Both either each or every can be used. They gave each of their children a gift. Now number of children obviously limited, you can count. So they gave each of their children a gift. Neither my mother nor my father, neither nor, went to Mumbai. Each of the audio lessons comes, right? Audio lessons, plural noun, still we are using singular verb, right? Each of the audio lessons comes with a full transcript. Each of the following sentences may have an error. You have every reason to be happy with your new home, right? That's correct. You have each reason, right? Reason, that's you can say abstract noun, right? So we use every with an abstract noun. We don't use each with an abstract noun, right? So we have each reason to be happy with your new home is incorrect, right? With abstract noun we use every, right? So be clear about it. The old woman embraced each of her grandchildren as they arrived. Again, each grandchildren can be counted, limited in number. So we are using each over here. The old woman embraced each of her grandchildren as they arrived. Either the father or the mother, right? The father, either or, right? Either or will be using singular verb, right? So father or mother has. Be very clear, it's has to attend the meeting, right? Father and mother are singular, so the verb is singular too. Neither Anu nor Meena. Again, Anu, Meena, singular. That's why we are using is over here. So neither Anu nor Meena is going to write the report. Okay. The students were waiting for the question sheets to be handed out. Each was in the state of great nervousness. Each can be used without pronoun, right? You can see each was in a state of great nervousness. We cannot say every was in a state of great nervousness. If we use every, then we have to write down student. Every student was in a state of great nervousness. Okay, so each can be used without pronoun, but if we wish to use every, we have to use pronoun. The students were waiting for the question sheets to be handed out. Every student or every one of them was in a state of great nervousness, right? Every can't be used without pronoun. The companies advertise on every television station to increase their sales. Indefinite stations are there, or so many stations are there. That's why we are using every. She plays tennis every Sunday, right? Every Sunday, because so many Sundays are there in our lifetime, right? And it is our habit of playing tennis, or it is her habit of playing tennis. That's why we are using every year, every, right? With every, with the that means every Sunday, every week, every month, every year, right? We use this way. We do not say each Sunday, each year, right? When we are habitual of doing something. Take one pill with water after each meal. There are limited number of meals, morning, evening, right? 2 or 3 meals are there. So take one pill with water after each meal. A father must supply the needs of each of his children. Number of children limited, can be counted, right? So each of his children. Okay. Each of my old school friends live in different cities. So you cannot use every over here. Right? Every of, it's wrong, right? Each of my old school friends live in different cities. They go on vacation abroad every year, right? When you have year, day, right? Or it's a routine or habit, or you do it regularly, then you use every. Okay, every year, every day, every week, every month. They go on vacation abroad each year. You cannot say that, right? Because you are talking about indefinite number of years. Train leaves every 30 minutes. Train leaves each 30 minutes. You can see the difference between the two, right? Either Anu or the girls, either or. Anu or the girls are going to prepare dinner tonight, right? Here the girls is plural, right? That's why we are using are. So either or, but we are using are over here because girls are, girls, the word girls is plural, right? So either Anu or the girls are going to prepare dinner tonight. Okay, neither the teacher nor the students, right? Here students plural, that's why we are using plural verb. Were in the classroom this morning, right? Each of us make about 4 kilos of paneer a day. Sorry, it should be makes. Each of us makes about 4 kilos of paneer a day. He did not find the key either on or under the mat. Neither the blue one nor the red are available in size 4. I'll neither call you nor send you a message before midnight. Either Anu or Ravi will be there to pick you up. Either or. Either you leave me alone or I'll call the police. Either or. Either you leave me alone or I'll call the police. We should bring either coffee or tea. You can either help us or go to your room. Either or. Every society has its own culture and lifestyle, right? Society, indefinite number. We are talking about a large community or large number. So every society has its own culture and lifestyle. My grandfather went to temple every day for 25 years, right? For 25 years he has been or he had been going to temple. That's why we are using every over here, every day. You can either call me at home or the office. Either mom or dad will come to pick you up. Either or. Okay. The Eiffel Tower is painted approximately once every 7 years. So it's a routine, right? The same thing is repeated after every 7 years. That's why we are using every. Each is wrong over here. Every person's genetic code is unique. Each of the questions must be answered. Either of us could do it. Either of you should know. Each of them has. Each has. Right? We use singular verb. Each of them has a different problem. We have a meeting every 2 weeks. Right? Every 2 weeks. Each 2 week is wrong. Every 2 weeks because it's a routine. Both these roads go to Kota. You can go either way. See both these roads. That's why we are using plural verb over here. Neither of my arms is strong, right? Neither of my arms is singular verb strong enough to lift that suitcase. Anu is a good tennis player. Whenever we play tennis, she wins every time, right? Every time. Indefinite in number. Every teacher in this school knows a second language. So many teachers are there. So every teacher in this school knows a second language. He doesn't speak either English or French. They call me every single day. My job is very boring. Every day is the same, right? Indefinite in number. The house has a door at either end. Neither journalist could finish their articles. There wasn't enough time. Each student must prepare a presentation, right? Number of students fixed. We are talking about a particular class. So each student must prepare a presentation. They meet every day. We brought neither coffee nor tea. I'll neither help you nor go to my room. Okay, you see, I'll positive sentence or positive part. That's why we are using neither nor. Okay, each will write a poem about nature. Right, each of the student or each one of you will write a poem about nature. You can see we haven't used pronoun over here. Right, each can be used without pronoun. So each will write a poem about nature. Here if we use every, it will be wrong, right? Every cannot be used without pronoun or noun, right? So neither of them is ready, right? We use singular verb with neither, with either, with neither. Every member of the club accepted the proposal. So many members are there, so we are using every. My father goes to hospital almost every week. It's a routine, so we use every. I don't speak French, neither do I. The short answer, one is telling I don't speak French, other one is telling the same thing, neither do I. He isn't ready to go, neither are we. I don't like spinach, neither do I. I don't like mushrooms, no, I don't like them either. You can answer in any way. My husband watches every football match on TV. So many matches are there, indefinite number. So we are using every over here, right? Neither one of us has any money. With neither we are using singular verb, right? Has any money. So friends, almost 60 sentences we have read. Now I would suggest you just pause the session and read all the sentences for 2 to 3 times. Right? Just pause the session. So this way you'll have good practice. Okay. In the next session we'll be doing some practice I mean to say we'll be taking questions based on the usage of each, every, both, neither, either and all of them. Okay. So I'll see you in the next session once again. Bye bye.